Hello. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Happy after Thanksgiving Day. How are you guys today? I hope you're doing well. Everybody's full. Probably eating up those leftovers right now. All right, let me give a minute for everybody to jump in here. Talk about today's topic, financing a car. Give everybody a chance to jump in here. All right, while I'm waiting on people, I'm gonna set this up. Set my notes up. Welcome to another edition of Savings Minus Debt. The undeniable name, Savings Minus Debt. All right, let me get that there. StreamYard. Okay, cool. All right, welcome SMD family, welcome. All right, we are going to get started. Let's see here. It's kind of quiet today out there. Crazy. Usually, you guys jump in here a little faster. But I don't know if everybody's still laying up overnight, full from all that turkey, all that food, and all that duck, all them pies, cakes, cookies, whatever, right? Anyway, welcome, Quentin. Ill Wills. Haven't seen you in a minute, Ill Wills. Nicer, welcome. Welcome, SMD family. Welcome, Best Version. Welcome. Man, Ill Wills, you've been quiet, man. I haven't heard from you in a minute. You must be all caught up in all that studying stuff. All right, I'm going to give it a couple more minutes for people to come in here. All right, let me see. Okay. Oscar, welcome. Welcome, Oscar. Welcome, everyone. The True Light, welcome. All right, what are we, about 2 minutes? I'm going to start at 3 minutes in here. We got about 8 seconds left here. We're going to get started. On my grind, sir. I'm always riding with. Oh, I know that, man. I know that. I'm used to seeing you in the rooms and chat rooms. All right, we're going to get started here, okay? For those of you that are here on time. I know I didn't let everybody know I was going to come on at this particular time. But anyway, for those of you that are new to my channel, my name is LJ Young, and I am a 100% debt-free motivational speaker and personal finance educator. I help people become financially free by helping them financially see outside what I call the debt matrix. Trust me, the debt matrix is real. The debt matrix is a place where everybody lives that believes in credit and debt, worshiping the almighty credit gods, Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion, thinking they can't do anything or buy anything. They need credit to buy a car, clothes, shoes, anything that goes down in value, anything that you finance. That's what everybody lives there. That's what they believe. Okay. Now, what I do is I expose what I call glitches in the debt matrix. All right. Glitches in the debt matrix are things that don't make mathematical sense, yet people still keep doing them over and over again. All right. And when I say mathematical, I mean like math and money are one. The only thing that can separate them are feelings, right? How you feel about math and money. It makes no difference. They're one. The only thing that can separate them is our feelings, right? And for example, let me give an example of what I mean. Say, for example, I'm your boss, and I hand you your check, and it's $100 short, and you turn to me and say, "Hey, boss, what's up with that? Why is my check $100 short?" And I go, "Yeah, I saw that when I was signing it. I feel really bad about it. I feel really bad about your check being $100 short." You'd look at me like I was crazy, right? That's how it sounds outside the debt matrix when you mix your feelings with your money. You never You never, ever do that. Like, if you feel bad that you didn't have enough money for Christmas, when Christmas comes around next month, so you go and charge it. That's a feeling. So now since you feel bad, you're going to go deeper in debt for it. See what I'm saying? So that's what I mean. What's up, the Scout? What's up, Ken? Welcome. I know, I know you do, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. And I want to make sure, again, for those of you that are new to my channel, what I do, this is my format. I talk about the subject for the first 15 to 20 minutes, the main subject, because a lot of people like to come in and get the topic and then leave. So that's what I'm gonna do. So when I start, I'm gonna go all the way through. I'm not gonna really be answering anybody's questions or saying, good morning until the end. And then after it's over, I'm gonna say the end. That way you can stay or leave, because this part is the Q&A that people also love to interact, ask questions, so on and so forth. Okay. All right. So before I start, I want to make sure that I'm starting to get a lot of parents pointing their children towards my videos, which is awesome. They're underage children. When I say children, it could be all ranges, anybody under 18, right? So what I do, I don't really curse a lot. So I want to make sure, SMD family, that stays to. I mean, a lot of you guys don't anyway, but I want to make sure I want to make sure this is kid friendly too, underage, because I want them to get this information, because this is generational, right? So I want to make sure we're aware of that. Now every now and then I might curse, but it's more like you're watching a movie and there's a certain scene in the movie that it would not be the same if the curse word wasn't used in this particular scene, right? It's sort of like that. And I only use them to get a point across. Sometimes I'll curse to get a point across so you guys could feel the meaning of what I'm saying, okay? All right. And one more thing, I will be on Solo TV 84's channel tonight. Solo TV 84. Let me make sure let me put that up there so you guys can Solo TV 84 YouTube. All right. All right, I'll be on this channel tonight. He's going to be interviewing me tonight, talking about fitness and finance. People love to talk about fitness and finance together with me, because I do both. So look out for that tonight at 7 p.m. I don't know. I forgot to put the time. I hate it when I do that. I should have had that ready for you guys. Let me see. 7 p.m. tonight, EST. Okay. 7 p.m. tonight, EST. So if you guys can catch that, and it's going to be a good one. I like the way Solo TV he interviews. I appreciate it. Thank you, Miles. Much appreciated. I'm not ignoring you guys. All right, I'm going to get into this topics, because I know people are going to start getting irritated with me because I haven't started. All right, here we go. For those of you that follow me, you probably, or don't follow me, ask, what do you do, Linnell? What do you do? What can you do for me? This is what I do. All right. I create the foundation which your wealth is built upon. Now you're probably asking, how do I do that? How do you do that? What I do is seal up all the cracks in your foundation. What are cracks? Interest are the cracks in your wealth building foundation, causing it to remain weak and unstable. It's like building a house on swampland, okay? I locate the things causing the cracks in your foundation, and I help you seal them up. And I do it all using the math I learned in grade school. I'm going to give you an example, but first, I want you to remove all the feelings, all right? Like I said earlier, math and money are one. The only thing that can separate them are feelings. Math doesn't care about how you feel. 1 + 1 will always equal 2, no matter how you feel about it, okay? Now, the following example, I want you to use without feelings involved. I want you to only listen to me mathematically. Now, this is an example of what happens when you finance a car. Now, first, what you must do, Add up all your savings, add up all your debt. Savings minus debt equals how much money you have for a car. So do that before you step on a lot. I want you to make sure you're aware of this. If you do this, this is how much money you have for a car. If it's a large negative number, you're doing this stepping on the car lot. Now remember, follow it closely. Just listen to what I'm saying, okay? You're stepping on a car lot to finance a car because you have no money. Now, people that finance cars actually prepare themselves to stay on a car lot for 8 hours to buy one car. They only do that to people who finance cars with no money of their own. You're financing a car because you're trapped in the cycle. This is by design, people. This is by design. You're trapped in the car because you're upside down in the car and no money to change it. No money to change your situation. What does upside down mean? Okay, let me give you an example because this is the place, SMD family, this is the place. I define everything because yes, it needs to be defined just like that. This is what it means to be upside down in a car. If your car is worth $5,000, but you owe $10,000, you owe $5,000 more than what the car is worth. Again, if your car is worth $5,000, but you owe $10,000 on it, you're $5,000 upside down in the car. So now you go and finance a brand new, for example, you go and finance a brand new car for $35,000. You trade in your old car. They take that $5,000 you're upside down in your old car and add it to your new car loan. Now the new car is $40,000. Okay, you're already $5,000 upside down in the new car. You're already upside down, period, when you finance a car, but you're an additional $5,000 over even the asking price of the new car. The car is now $40,000 plus tax. Now, if you had cash, you'd probably be able to pay. You'd be able to pay the $40,000 plus tax and be done with it, right? But since you have no money, not only are you financing the $40,000 car, you're also financing the taxes on $40,000. Did you hear what I said? $40,000 plus tax, but since you're financing the car, you're financing the taxes on the $40,000 too. Now, $40,000 plus tax at 29% interest rate over 84 months, which is 7 years, is $96,000. But wait, there's more. There's more. I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. Okay. Now that you're upside down in a new car, guess what? Gap insurance is born. You heard of gap insurance? Do you have it? Do you have gap insurance? Do you have gap insurance? Gap insurance is only offered to people who are upside down in their car. Gap insurance. This is what creates the gaps. As your car goes up in interest for the bank and goes down, it goes up in interest for the bank, earning the bank money for your depreciating object. And each time you drive your car, it's going down at the same time. It's doing this at the exact same time. In between is the gap. Voila, the birth of gap insurance. Only people who finance upside down cars are offered gap insurance. Now remember, this is in addition to your regular insurance. You're buried deep in the debt matrix and don't even know it. Now listen to this closely. The average is made up of millions upon millions of people making the same financial decisions as one. Just like the Star Trek's The Borg. Remember the Borg in the movie Star Trek? So when you hear the average car payment is $500 a month, and yours is around $500 a month, you're part of the average. You're part of the Borg living inside the debt matrix. That's you. That's you. That's you. So after you sign those papers for that brand new depreciating, shiny, brand new depreciating objects, you're now financially handcuffed to that car, your job, and the bank for the next 84 months. Know why they say 84 months? Because it doesn't sound like 7 years. That's why they use months, you guys. You probably never paid attention to that, huh? That's why they always say months, because people don't like to take the time. People in the debt matrix don't take the time to calculate how many years that is. 84 months, it's 7 years. This is just one huge crack in your wealth building foundation. That's just one, you guys. This is what I do. I identify the cracks in your foundation, and that is just one. This is what I do. I identify the cracks. And again, how do I do this? I use this with the math I learned in grade school. That's it. I'm not doing anything fancy, you guys. Nothing. I'm not doing anything fancy. Nothing. The end. That's it. The end. Now I want to announce something else here. All right. I should have had this prepared. Sorry, you guys. I'm learning. One second here. Okay, let me throw that up there. Now you can go here. You don't even need to email me no more. You can go here and schedule your own free consultation. You can schedule your own time with me to talk for that free 30-minute consultation. You can schedule yourself. Just go to my website, click on book now, or what is that? I got book now or something like that, right? And you can schedule your own free consultation, okay? Now let's go here. Now for you guys that came for the topic is over. That's 17 minutes. Now you can leave. This part is the question. This is the Q&A part, okay? Q&A part here. All right, let me go through here. All right, Mike King, good morning. Thank you for always sharing your knowledge with us. We appreciate it. I always enjoy watching all your videos. Please continue to do what you're doing. Thank you, Miles. I appreciate that, man. Comments like that, sayings like that statements like that is what keeps me going. That lets me know I'm going in the right direction. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Ill Wills. Check it out. That's what I'm be on Solo TV 84's channel tonight, 7 p.m. EST, Eastern Time. Mark, what's up? How you doing, Mark? Welcome. Mark says, what's up? What's up, SMD family? Welcome. All right, let's see here. Ill Wills, hit the like button. Hit that subscribe button. Now, don't forget, free 30-minute consultation. You can schedule it. You can now schedule this yourself. I love it. I love it. You can go here, SavingsMinusDebt.com, and schedule yourself for a free 30-minute consultation. You don't even need to email me, but it should be an area in there where you can leave a brief overview of your financial situation. So when you schedule your time and say, hey, you don't really have to go too deep. You don't have to send me your credit report. I don't need to know what's on your credit report. All I want to hear is the words come out of your mouth of your financial situation. Just a brief overview, nothing too fancy. Just say, hey, this is what I have. This is my situation. That helps me during that consultation. Okay. All right. Let's see here. All right. Let me keep going down the line here. Good morning, Wayne. Good morning. Good morning, SMD family. Wayne says, good morning, SMD family. Darkman Jeff says, many people are actually paying $500 car note. Yes, Mark, it's $550. It's up to $550. Okay. $550 a month for a car note. That doesn't include insurance. That doesn't include maintenance. And that includes their finance and taxes too, by the way. If you guys hear me, listen to what I'm saying. Anytime you finance anything, you're financing the taxes too. A lot of people don't even pay attention to that. Do you ever notice, like, when people go buy a car, they'll tell you the sale price of the car like they didn't pay tax for it or something? Hey man, I got a deal, man. That car was on sale for 30,000. But 30,000 without tax? Why are you not including tax? That people naturally do that. Why? I don't know. I think it's conditioning programming. Okay, it's all good though. All right, let me keep going down the line. I love it. Everybody's saying what's up to everybody in the SMD family channel. I love it, you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Snuggle says $94,000. Yes. Over 7 years. Yes. 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 All Mall says living in New York and being single with no kids, the only reason I would get a car is for chicks. It makes no sense to me. Exactly. I mean, New York, I heard you don't even need a car in New York. So I've never been there, but I heard you don't even need one. And if you don't need one, don't get one. It's not really. And if a woman's on you because of your car, that's a whole nother story. Okay. That's a whole nother story. But check it out. Once you learn what I teach you guys, once you're financially free, it's fellas, women, it could be either one. Once you're financially free and you know what this feels like, if you take anybody serious, I promise you, if you take anybody serious, you're going to ask to see their personal credit report, because if they're hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt and they don't care about getting out, the relationship will be pointless. It will be absolutely pointless. Here you are financially free, hearing the debt problems of another person. And each time you turn to them and say, hey, you want to stop feeling like that? You just got to pay off your debt. And they turn to you and say, oh, I can't do that. It'll never happen. Then you're going to stay with the person always talking about debt. That's not going to happen. I promise you, that's not going to happen. I don't care how fine she is. I don't care how good the sex is. You will not stay with that person. You will say, we can be friends. They'll say, why? Why are we going to only be friends? Because you're in debt. I keep telling you that. See what I'm saying? B Mays 405 had mine, paying the bill next week. Thank you, LJ. You're welcome, man. You're welcome. You are welcome. Hey, B Mays, man. Thank you for the consultation, man. I appreciate it, man. I thought you vanished on me. Hey, because you'll be surprised when I bring this up or do this for people, some people just vanish. They really do. Feel free to ask the questions. Thank you, Ill Wills. Thank you. Appreciate it. Brian says, hey, what's up, Linnell? I'm new to the channel. So if I have credit cards with zero balance, is it better to just cancel the card or hold it at zero? Will that change my credit score? This is what I say. And that's a good question. That's a good question. I have one credit card. I would say like this, close them all. It's gonna drop your credit score for just a second. But this is what I do, Brian. I have one single credit card and I use it to buy everything. Anything I can buy with it, I use it. And you can go to my, Facebook.com/That Ain't My Daddy and go see my full entire credit report. You can go see it. And once you see it, you can see what I've created, my credit score, with a single credit card. I use it to buy everything I want, and then I pay it off in full every single month. I pay it off in full. Okay. So close the rest. That'll keep you less of being, fraud, the chances of you going to actually use it. Just pick the highest limit one. You only need one credit card. The other ones you can just close. It just organizes your stuff much, much better. Less things to keep track of. Okay. All right. The True Light, life-changing information, brother. I appreciate that, man. That's what I'm trying to do. That's exactly what I'm trying to do. True Light says, I appreciate it. Thank you, man. Thank you for joining. Thank you for being a subscriber, man. I really do. Darkman Jeff says, I heard from another channel that somebody was paying $1,000 a month for an SUV. Interest rate was in the 20s, I believe. And Darkman, this is what I want you to see something, Darkman, okay? That is true. All you got to do is Google national car loan debt or total debt. It's in the trillions with a T. Trillions. With a T. Trillions. That's normal to people in the debt matrix. Now, Darkman, you get out of the debt matrix, right? You come over here, you create a business, and you sell to people that believe it's okay to spend $1,000 a month on a car with an interest rate in the 20s. You sell to people like that. It's nothing personal. You remove your feelings. How do you do that? You understand that everybody that's in the debt matrix, they're there by choice. They're there by choice. They're choosing not to trust mathematics. They're choosing. That allows you to remove your feelings from selling. Like, I'm not against car dealerships that sell cars to people that don't know for $1,000 a month at 20-something% interest rate. I'm not upset about that. You know why? Because they're choosing to do it. Brian says, thanks a lot. I greatly appreciate the info. Thank you, Brian. Much appreciated, man. I'm glad. Let me tell you guys something, okay? My message is for those that are ready to hear it. You probably come to my channel and say, damn, that dude makes sense. You probably been walking all through your life thinking something's financially wrong. Because this was me. Something's wrong, but I can't put my finger on it. No matter how much money I make, I'm not getting ahead, right? You're probably saying this to yourself. You get a promotion and you get more money. You're like, how come I'm still in the same situation? This is the answer. You see it? Do you guys, check it out. Do you guys see how simple I'm making this? I'm not even saying anything fancy. To know what I know in my head right now, all you have to do is believe in math the same way I do. That's all you got to do. That's all. It's not even, that's all you, it's just, let me go all the way into this. Okay. Let me tell you guys something, especially you youngsters. When I say youngsters, 20, 30s, check it out. This is why my last package is so expensive. Well, not expensive. It's $7.99. I'm gonna just tell you guys, it's $7.99, and this is why. You guys ready? Once you learn this, once you get out of the debt matrix, right? Once you get out of the debt matrix, you're gonna be so angry at yourself. You're gonna be so angry, and you're not gonna have anybody to talk to but me. And I'm not even bragging. This is why, because nobody in the debt matrix is going to understand what you're saying. Once you apply this grade school math, once you apply grade school math to your finances and you believe it, you'll be free for the rest of your life. Life is not even expensive. It's not even expensive. It doesn't matter where you live, New York, Miami, Malibu Beach. It doesn't matter. You guys are going to be so mad at yourself and nobody to talk to because people in the debt matrix are not going to understand a word you're saying. Not even understand. Thank you, Ill Wills. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Mark says, calculated my finance car interest, and it's between 24 and 30%. You see what hey, Mark, and that is important for you to do that. That's important because you know how many people say, and these are the questions I asked during the consultation. I want you guys to understand this, and you might be prepared because I'm telling you, right? I always ask people when they finance cars, I say, what is your interest rate? You know what the natural response is? The majority say, I don't know. And I want you guys to understand this. They have you exactly where they want you when you say, I don't know. That's exactly the way the system wants you. In order for us on this side, outside the debt matrix, to remain free, to remain, life is not expensive. We can enjoy what we're doing. We can own the time in our life. The majority of the people in the debt matrix must remain wandering around, not having no clue of their interest rate, why they're financing cars and cell phones. We need those people so we can stay free. You'll understand. Once you're over here, you'll take your feelings out of it. You'll stop trying to convince people, hey, man, you shouldn't be. Okay, check this out. If you want to see what I'm talking about, this is all you got to do. Walk up to a person and say, hey, you know, you're not really a homeowner if you have a mortgage, and watch their response. And then when they have this anger response, you got to think to yourself, why are they mad when I can prove what I'm saying to be true with mathematics? Why are they upset when they know it's true? Because they live in a debt matrix. I keep telling you guys this. It's a whole different language. I promise you. If you have a finance phone in your hand right now, if you're using a finance phone to listen and watch what I'm saying to you right now, you are in the debt matrix. You've been working all your life and you're financing a cell phone? Listen to what I'm saying. You've probably been working since age 15 or 16 and you don't have the money to buy a cell phone. Forget about a house, forget about a car, forget about expensive furniture, forget about expensive clothes. You don't even have the money to buy a cell phone. You need to go to the mirror and say that to yourself. That's very important. What Mark just did right here, calculated this interest. This is important for Mark. I love it when Mark goes and look at this so you can see the mistakes you're making. Because again, once you're out of the debt matrix, you are going to be so angry at yourself that you couldn't see something so simple to see. And you're going to need somebody to talk to, which is me. That's not even bragging. I'm not bragging. Brian says, I'm learning this now. And I'm 47. It's never too late. It's never too late, Brian. I woke up at 40, 41. It's never too late. So this is what you got to remember, Brian. Okay. Remember this, man. 47 is not old. 50 is not old. I know it seemed like that. The society will make people believe if you're in your 20s and 30s and you hear somebody in their 50s, you'll think, oh, they're old. That's not true. They are new. When you're in your 20s and 30s, you're still trying to figure out who you are. You're just walking around, watching everybody do what they do. Oh, man, I'm almost 30. I should be having a house and a car and 2.5 bathrooms and dogs and this and that. Just following the whole conditioned mindset. You have not even knowing you're following everybody else in the debt matrix. You're part of the Borg, living in the debt matrix, just plugged in. Okay, that's what I'm supposed to do. Okay, all right, I'm supposed to get a house. Yeah, I don't have no money. That's okay. You can still get a house. Really? Okay, that's part of that's part of the Borg. Mark says, I don't know how the interest can fluctuate like that. Maybe I'm not calculating it right. It can't fluctuate. Well, let me say that. Let me take that back. I don't know what kind of loan you got, Mark. So I'm not even going front. I don't know what type of loan you have. All I know is you need to pay that car off fast, so you don't have to worry about stuff like that. You don't have to worry about what's in the paperwork, how the price changes, how the interest rate changes, late fees for that. Pay your car off so you can be out of that nightmare. That's a nightmare. Mark, let me tell you something. From this point on, don't you tell anybody except me that you have a car payment. Don't tell anybody that. That is one of the worst things in the world, financial things in the world to do. And people in the debt matrix thinks it's normal. You have no idea, Mark, how many people like me are standing around you. If we hear somebody's financing a car, they just told me every single thing about their finances. Everything, and they don't even know it. For those of you guys in the debt matrix, let me explain this to you guys so you can understand this. And this is real. Those of us outside the debt matrix, we can see you clear as day. We can see you clear as day. It doesn't matter if you make lots of money, you're a CEO of a company, you're a doctor, lawyer, pharmacist, brain surgeon, garbage truck driver, USPS mail delivery CEO of Amazon. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If you're in a debt matrix, we can see you clear as day. We just hear the way you talk. You're in a debt matrix. You only speak debt. And if you've been in debt all your life, you only speak debt and you don't even know it. How to tell if you're in a debt matrix, okay? You cannot be a loan owner and a homeowner at the same time. That's mathematically impossible. That's mathematically impossible. You can't be a loan owner. Check it out. You know, just as how you know you're in a debt matrix. If you sign 30-year mortgage papers and you believe you're a homeowner, you're in the debt matrix because you logically understand that you needed the bank's help to buy this house. Without the bank's help, you couldn't have bought the house. Isn't that pretty obvious? If you still don't believe it, you're in a debt matrix. Isn't that obvious? It seems obvious to me. If you walk on a car lot and crack your lips to finance a car, it's because you have no money to buy the car. That's why you're financing the car. Only people that finance cars stay at car lots all day. Only people in the debt matrix do that. If you had the cash, would you stay at a car lot all day? You wouldn't be there 30 minutes. Only people in the debt matrix do that. Only people in the debt matrix finance taxes. Nobody even likes paying taxes, and you're financing them. Brian says bad habits is what's wrong. No, Brian, it's conditioning. It's part of the system. It's part of the machine. You're just on the wrong side of it. The system is feeling less. It's feeling less. How you feel, oh, that's wrong. This is good. You know, when you hear people say, oh, that's good debt. This is bad debt. Oh, student loans are angry. They're keeping people down. Those are feelings. The system doesn't care how you feel about it. You get to choose what side you want to be on it. You want to be on this side of it where you believe you'll never pay off your student loans. If you're a person right now, check it out. If you're a person right now that believes you'll never pay off your student loan, I got some bad news for you. You will be a slave until you're dead. You will never understand financial freedom. What I'm trying to describe to you, you will never know it because it's mathematically impossible for you. Mathematically impossible. You'll never know what it's like, ever. Why do you think that money is so easy to get? Because you'll be a slave until you pay back every penny. You'll be a slave. Tom Petty says, good morning to all. Hope everyone had a good holiday. And those who don't, I hope you had a had a good day. I'm sure that's a typo. Okay, good. Oh, a good. Okay, a good day. All right, cool. All right. Thank you, Nicer. I appreciate that. Yes, Brian, it is insane, but it's not. Once you get out of the debt matrix, it's lovely. Brian, you get out of the debt matrix. You're going to naturally come over here and create a business because you're going to have a clear vision how to become a multimillionaire. It's easy. It's not hard. You gotta come to me. I help you create the wealth building foundation. What I do is remove all the cracks in your foundation. What are cracks? Interest. Anything you're paying interest on are cracks in your foundation. A house, a car, anything you financed. Yes, everything and anything. Yes, a house too. Pay your house off. You seal up all the cracks, and you got it right at that moment. You have a solid foundation to build upon. That's it. That's how you do it. Thank you, Nicer. That's my website. Now you guys can go on there and schedule your own free 30-minute consultation all on your own. You don't even need my help. You can just do it now. Do it on your own schedule. Tom Petty says, I didn't know mine till I looked it up after we talked that day, Linnell. I'm 9.55%. I swear now that I'm slowly climbing out of the debt matrix, life is less stressful and happier. Check it out. I'm glad you said that, Tom. Okay, I'm very glad you said it. This is why. What the majority of you guys do not understand is this, especially if you live in a debt matrix. You have a lot of due dates to keep track of. Okay, and I didn't notice this until I got out of the debt matrix myself, right? You have a ton of due dates, car note, whatever credit, however many credit cards you have, cable bill, all this stuff you don't even need, right? Once you're financially free, those are gone. I have no due dates except maybe my rent, light bill, things that keep me alive. I'm not talking about the things that keep me alive. I'm talking about the things that I didn't even need. I have no due dates to keep track of, none. The monthly mentality is broke. I buy everything that I can by the year. I'm not scared of my mailbox because I know nothing's in it unless I ordered something. Do you guys hear me? I hope so. Dark Man Jeff says, my dream is to get a nice used Lexus and for the car salesman to discuss financing, I interrupt him and whip out a cashier's check and his or her jaw drops. Exactly. That's okay. I see what you're saying, Jeff. Okay, that's what you want to do. Check it out. I'm going to give you one more step, Jeff, so you cannot make this mistake. When you have the cash, you don't step on a car lot to buy a car. This is what you do. You go to a person who's in financial trouble and buy your Lexus for half the price. 85% of Americans are in debt. Whatever reason they're selling the car for, that's irrelevant. You don't involve your feelings. Divorce, job loss, breakup. You don't care. That's none of your business. You walk up, say like your Lexus is 20,000. You come with 15, maybe even 10. It counts on their financial situation. You don't step on a car lot those days. I barely even drive by a car lot. You see the car. Have you guys seen the size of CarMax dealerships? They're like football fields. Why do you think that is? People are constantly financing cars, and they think the bigger the car lot, the better the deal. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. Brian says, "Oh my God, the due dates! I have 22 due dates. Insanity!" Exactly, Brian. And you guys, are you guys listening to me? Those due dates are gone. I have nothing to keep track of. All of the stuff that's the same constant price every year or every month, it's all automated. Okay, I put in everything with a stationary cost. It's automated. I don't need to know because I already know what the cost is. So just make that automatic. Anything that changes, I always look at it. Like my light bill comes in, that none of that is automatic. I want to see it. I want to see what my light bill, I want to see my water bill, but my rent, that's the same. So I just make that automatic. I don't need to see it. Make sure this is auto deposited. It's at the manager, whatever office there right away on the first or the day before, whatever. It's automatic. I don't even want to know. Due dates are gone. I'm so glad you brought that up, Brian. Look at that. 22 due dates. Brian, I will reduce that to maybe 3. When I'm done when I create a plan for you, I'll reduce that to about maybe 3. There's some that are mandatory, your lights, your water, maybe phone, maybe cable, maybe, who knows? It counts on what you have. Will says, please seeing you on the live again. I still need to do something for you. I will take care of it today. I'm not sure. Are you talking to me, Wills? I'm not sure if you're talking to me or not. Wills, you had to remove somebody? Somebody say something? I didn't see it. Because it's kind of delayed inside of the StreamYard. Cosmic Wisdom. I set up all my payments that way as well. It's all automatic. Exactly. All automated. And again, I want you guys to be clear. I only automate things. Oh, okay. I only automate things that are the same price every single month. Anything that is a different amount every month, I don't automate because I want to see why it's a different amount. I don't let bills come in and then they have $5 miscellaneous. I'm not going to pay the $5 miscellaneous. What does that mean? You got to tell me what that means. I don't know what that means. $5 miscellaneous for what? When I call the customer support, they better be able to explain that to me. You're just not dropping in amounts, and because if they make it low enough, people just ignore it. They don't want to get on the phone because remember, majority of people work 40 plus hours a week, right? They don't want to get on the phone. This is all by design, people. You get on the phone, if the automated recorder says, you will be on hold for 20 minutes, you're going to be like, screw that $5. And that's exactly what they want you to do. That's all part of the strategy. Okay, I promise you. You could hear that in the background, huh? I had to take care of something for you, Linnell. We talked about it. We talked prior. Okay. SMD family is good. Civil people. I didn't block anyone. Dark man Jeff. You know what? And plus ill will. Check it out. This is not a very popular. My channel is not very popular for trolls to come in and just do stuff because it's not very popular. So that's cool. You know, even if that happens. Cosmic wisdom. I use online banking and make those payments such as power. So I know when the money will be pulled out. Exactly. Hey, Cosmic wisdom. That's all I use. Online bill pay. That's all I use. Automatic payments. I utilize that, man. That thing is, you don't even have to use stamps. I just set the date and that's it. That's done. You know, it's crazy. I love online bill pay. It's just, if you guys don't use online bill pay, I suggest you do. Okay, it's free. It's usually free with your bank. You can make sure payments are there on time. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to run to no mailbox. You don't have to worry about stamps, nothing. All right, you guys, any other questions? These are all great questions. Hope you guys are getting some tips in here. I will change your life. I will change your life. This gift, this is a gift, you guys. I want you guys to understand this is a real gift because savings minus debt is undeniable. It's undeniable. You can't argue with it. And check it out. This is what's crazy about this. When I'm up on stage, because I want you guys, mark my words, okay? And I want you guys to understand, I'm not bragging. This is not bragging. The only thing I'm armed with is mathematics. This is why I'm so confident in what I'm saying, because math will always prove me right. Now, when I'm on a stage somewhere, when I'm traveling somewhere, and I'm up on a big stage somewhere, just like Dave Ramsey or Chris Hogan, right? There are going to be people in there in the audience that's going to challenge me or say this, hey, that's not true, this and that, right? You got to remember, and I want you guys to see this. I want you guys to hear this ahead of time from me, okay? Savings minus debt is going to expose the people who are pretending to have money. It's going to expose them. How is it going to expose them? Because their math is not going to add up. It's not going to add up. And I want you guys to use your own calculator. Use your own calculator. You will see that it doesn't make sense. Hey, Dark Man, did you just schedule that? I'm assuming you're saying you just scheduled, because I remember you reached out to me, but we never got down to, we never settled on the time. So I don't know if you emailed me a time recently, but I don't remember you responding about a time. Tom Petty says, I had an online bill pay for Xfinity when I noticed they randomly started adding $8 to my bill. I called about it and they said it was a service fee for the cable. I didn't even have cable. See what I'm saying? Online bill pay for Xfinity. I know. Now, okay, Tom, when I say online bill pay, this is what I'm saying. I'm saying that I put the amount in through my bank account and then I press send. It's not Xfinity. It's not automatic because they can change it like that, right? Not that kind of online bill pay, but when I see it, I pay it. So when I open the bill up, I see it. If I saw additional $8, I'll be like, what is that? And then when you catch it, Tom, they say, oops, sorry. And then they'll just credit you back, right? Can you imagine how many people don't call? They just have their cable bill set to automatically withdraw from their bank account without even looking at it. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do that. Ever do that. Because you catch them, all they got to do is, oh, we sorry, we made a mistake. And then they just give you back all your money. That's business. Darkman Jeff, I need to get some reprogramming when it comes to finances. I'll have it for you, Jeff. I'll have it for you. I promise you. Everybody that comes to me, I promise I will have an answer for you. I promise. I promise to have a mathematical answer. Mark says, when you buy a car from someone, do you need to go get new tags? It counts on which state you live in. I know when you buy cars here in South Carolina, you don't even have license plates. See, Washington State, you buy a car, it has physical license plates on it. You buy a car here, you don't have license plates. This state has got it down good, man. They got it down good. You have to go buy the plates from the DMV. So that means you have to pay for whatever taxes and fees and registration right away, else you can't drive the car, period. It's that simple. That's pretty cool. I ain't gonna lie. They got it down. Tom Petty said, online, I canceled my services the next day. Darkman Jeff, that's great to hear. I did mine, and that 30-minute call was eye-opening. Thanks, Tom. I appreciate that, man. Mark says, just need some guidance on that. Yep. Darkman, just did through your website. Just check your email. Okay. Oh, you're right, Jeff. I see it now. I see it. Got it. Ain't that smooth? Hey, Jeff, how was it the experience just scheduling yourself? Was it simple? Was it easy? Was it any kind of, I wish it had this or that? Let me know how that feels, because I just set that up. I just had it set up, and I want to make sure it's smooth to go through, okay? Ill Will says, cut the cord at Darkman Jeff. I turned in my cable boxes. After speaking to Linnell, I was already set up to go another direction, but I didn't want to pull the trigger. Exactly. I remember that, Ill Wills. I remember you said those cable boxes are in the back of my car. Man, pull that trigger. Tom Petty says, okay, I got you. I set up the bill pay through them. Oh yeah, okay. See, you set it up through them. No, don't do it through them. I left them and went back to CenturyLink. However, I'm about to cut ties with them as well. Yeah, don't ever set up for them to pull money from your account. You set up the bill pay inside of your online banking, because most banks have online bill pay. You set up a bill pay thing inside of your online bill pay thing. I know I'm repeating myself, and then that way, when your bill comes in, always get a paper bill especially from the Comcast or Xfinity. Always get a paper bill. Never go paperless. You want to see it. Get it, look at it, make sure it's straight, and then you enter the amount inside of your bill pay to pay them. Never let it be automatic. Any amount, anything that changes randomly, if it's not stationary, you want to see it. Okay. But listen, Tom, when you get out of the debt matrix and you create your own business, you want people to do that. You want people to make things automatic coming from you. Want people to make things automatic meaning your business to pull money from their bank account automatically. You want what Xfinity was doing for you. Doing to you. You want that. That's how to make money, because people don't want to look. They don't care. They just want to know it's paid, and that's it. And they want to make everything automatic. That's what you want, but you're just on the wrong side of it. Okay. We don't do that here. Leroy says, hey, SMD family. Welcome, Leroy. Welcome. Any other questions? Now you guys can go and set up your own appointment. You guys don't need to email me first. You don't need to. You can just go there when you're ready. And I want you guys to understand, okay? And I need you guys to understand how I am. Just because we get on the consultation, I'm not going to pressure you to buy anything from me. I'm gonna let you know what I offer. I'm gonna listen to you and let you know what I suggest, which one of my packages I suggest for you, and go from there. Because I notice when I say, hey, it's this price, there's, oh man, I get paid next 2 weeks, Friday, this and that, right? It's like, hey, take your time. You just let me know. I'll send you the invoice and you just pay it when you're ready. There is no pressure. When you're financially free and you create a business, and I want you guys to pay attention to this. When you're financially free and you create a business like I have, there's no pressure for people to buy from me. I'm not like, hey man, hey man, you need to buy now. You really need to buy it. No. Hey, I'm gonna send you the invoice. You pay it when you're ready. Just whatever. And luckily, because some of my prices have gone up, the more people I get, the prices got to go up, right? If you receive the bill from the old price, just make sure you hang on to that, okay? Make sure you hang on to that and say, hey, and once it's paid, I know that because I know I sent what price to you, okay? Oh, I reset that, okay. Tom Petty says, thanks for the insight. I'm setting up the bill pay through my credit union app right now. Exactly. That's how you do it. So I want you guys I'm gonna say that one more time so you understand what I mean when I say online bill pay, because this is why I break it down very simple, because I want you see how when it comes to money, certain sayings can mean two different things to different people. So when I say online bill pay, Tom was thinking that I was talking about them pulling money online straight from your bank account, right? Online bill pay. No, I'm saying online bill pay through your bank, to where each time the bill comes in your mailbox, you open it up and you look at it, and then you enter the amount that you're going to send them. Got it? Tom Petty says, I'm currently working my way out of the debt matrix. However, I did enroll in school for this coming summer. I want a career and not just a job. Is it smart to get back into debt? I say like this, Tom, because I want to make sure this is clear. I'm not against student loans. I'm not. But make sure when you go, whatever career you are picking, that it is viable in today's work environment, system, whatever, that once you graduate, you're going to say, hey, job, this is my degree. Now pay me. Okay. And once you land that awesome job, you continue to live like you lived before even having that job, and you pay off every single penny of that student loan. You don't buy nothing until every single penny of that student loan is paid off. Nothing, because a lot of people, what they do, they get their career, get their degree, and then land that good job, and then guess what? They go out and buy stuff because they want to show the world that they're better, or they got a better job, they're making more money, and that's exactly the wrong thing to do. Don't ever do that. Okay, so I'm not against that. Cosmic Wisdom says, yup, everybody should use that. It's free and saves me time. Exactly. Isn't it wonderful, Cosmic Wisdom? It is so wonderful. No stamps needed. You can pay. You just open it up and look for the bill that you're trying to pay and put in your account number. That's it. Hey, pay this. Click, click, click. This is the date I want it paid. Click, done. Tom Petty says, I'm going back to school. I can earn 85 to 93 a year in 3 years instead of 40 to 43. Hey, do that. Instead of 40 to 43 a year I earn now. Go back and do it. But what I'm saying is this, Tom, okay? Make sure you're going to go do something that you're going to enjoy doing, and you're not just doing it for the money. I'm not saying go back into debt to go do a job that you're just strictly doing because of the money, because you can be free right now. $43,000 a year. You can be free. You can be free right now. You don't necessarily need to go back to school to earn more money. I don't want to put that in your head. You get out of debt right now, Tom, because I can just see the way you're speaking. You're speaking as if 40 to 43 is no money. It's a lot of money when you don't have any debt. I promise you. If you get out of debt, you will see that 40, 43 is good money. Tom Petty says, oh, it is. The job has a 23% growth rate in my state, and it is in super high demand. Okay, great for the information. I'll make sure to pay them off right away. Exactly. But like I said, Tom, I want to make sure it's clear. If you're going after a new career just for money, debt is making you probably do that. Because if you're not debt free right now, you can't see that. So because remember, this is what you're going to do. I want you to add up all your savings. Then I want you to add up all your debt. And then whatever school that you're going to, add up the total cost of how much you're going to spend, and you add that debt right now. You can do it right now. You add that debt and add it to your debt right now. And you make a decision. Am I willing to have that much debt over a 3-4 year period, or however long you're going to go for? That's totally up to you. If you're cool with that, understand this. However that much debt is, you're going to pay all that debt up. I'm not just talking about student loan debt. I'm talking about everything. You land that good job, you don't buy nothing until every single penny of that debt is paid off. If you're willing to pay that price, Tom, go ahead and do it. But what I want you to do is add up all your debt today, and then find out how much it's going to, if you finish all the way through the school that you're deciding to go to, find out the exact amount of money. And then you add that to your debt today, and you tell me, you willing to pay that price? It's totally up to you. Darkman Jeff says, I'm heading to graduate school, and it's going to cost a pretty penny. I'm interested to hear your opinion on how to tackle that. Darkman Jeff, just like I told Tom, I'm going to let you see it. Add up all your savings and add up all your debt. Now add up the total cost of what it's going to cost you by the time you end in graduate school. Put that together today. I want you to and write down that number and look at it. Put it under your pillow and sleep on it. I don't know what you're going to school for, graduate school for. A lot of the careers, you don't even need it. Don't even need it. That's just a myth. People think if they go to graduate school, they're going to automatically land a better job and make more money. None of that is true. Nothing is guaranteed. Nothing is guaranteed. Dark man, I only had a bachelor's. My last job, I was making $160,000 a year. You know why? Because I applied myself. They didn't care if I had a graduate degree. They knew what I did and knew I was good at it. That's what they were hiring me for. Any other questions, you guys? These are great questions. Great questions. Great questions. Great questions. Love it. Wonderful questions. Okay. Any other questions? It's kind of slow on the response time on the StreamYard, so excuse if I don't answer the questions right away. All right, StreamYard, catch up. Okay. Tom Petty says, oh, LJ, this is Taraj. Oh, yeah, I know you are, man. I know you are. I'm not, I kind of like I'm bouncing out into the, I'm talking to the general at the same time I'm talking to you, Taraj. I know. We spoke already, and my debt isn't horrible. Okay, gotcha. My friend is a dentist, and I've been shadowing her for the last 4 months and really like the join of a dental hygienist. Oh, the job. I really like the job of a dental hygienist. I see it's a typo. And that's cool, man. You know, I knew who I was talking to. I just be talking in general too, okay? So that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I don't want you guys to go into debt for something just for money. And if you're going after it just for money, that's because you're in debt. You believe you got to make more money to get out of debt, and that's not true. All right, Darkman Jeff. Oh, I'm going for a professional license, and I'm going to hit a ceiling if I don't go through the necessary education to get it. Okay. All right. Do what you need to do. Do what you need to do. Dark man, but I can go more in depth during the consultation. Okay, yeah. That's for you and I, Jeff, to talk. So, and I can guide you. I promise you, I can guide you mathematically and financially, so you'll know exactly what you're going to do and how you're going to do it when you do it. I promise you. I will always have an I will always have an answer for anybody that comes to me. I promise. I will have an answer for you. Will you like that answer? Probably not. But when you walk away from the consultation, you're going to be like, yeah, man, I know I don't like it, but it makes total sense. You guys are going to, I'm teaching you guys to not need me. I know that sounds crazy. Quentin says, how many car loans you had before you said enough is enough? Too many to count, Quentin. I had too many. I thought because I had good credit and I can finance a car anytime I wanted, I didn't really think about it that way. You know, you really don't. In the back of my mind, Quentin, I knew I couldn't afford to buy cash. So I did the next best thing. Oh, since I had good credit, I didn't have to put hardly any money down. And I would always finance a brand new car, a newer car. People would think I have money. Man, Linnell gets a new car every 3 years. People in the debt matrix believe you have money if you get a brand new car every 3 years. Nuh-uh, that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean anything. If you're financing a new car every single year, you're in debt. That's why you're financing a car. Yeah, I knew it was you, Taraj. I knew it. Fat Ghost, because of you, I'm paying my car off before the new year. That's what I'm talking about, Fat Ghost. That's what I'm talking about, man. Get out of that matrix, man. I'm gonna help you pay it off faster, Fat Ghost. You know, when you finance that car, guess what else you did? Guess what else you did? Guess what else you did? Guess what? You financed the taxes too. And I'm not even laughing at you. I'm laughing at myself because you know how many cars I financed and didn't see that? I didn't even see that a mile away. When they add up the car, they say the car plus tax, right? Now, if you had cash, you pay for it, you pay the car plus tax and you're done. But when you're financing, it's the car plus tax, and then you finance the whole thing at 20-something% for 84 months. I didn't see that in a million years. Didn't even see it because I was trapped in the debt matrix. So congratulations, Fat Ghost, and never, ever, ever do that again. People walking around here every day believing that they got a good deal on a finance car. You see it on Facebook all the time. Hey, check it out. Check out my new car. Check it out. They go, hey, I got a raise. I deserve a new car. And then they go and show their brand new car on Facebook. And they say, yeah, go to this dealership. Go see this person. They will give you an awesome deal. No, they're not. No, they're not. No, they're not. That it's a business. You didn't get a great deal. You didn't get an awesome interest rate. You damn sure didn't get it for the sale price that you saw on the sticker. When you drive by a car lot, you see the sale price on the window. If you're financing the car, you didn't get it for that price. Nobody gets a finance car on sale. Nobody. You want to know what your sale price is? You flip to the back of all that paperwork you signed. That's your sale price. Your sale price is at the end of the 84 months contract. That's your sale price at whatever interest rate you got. How do you know if you're living in a debt matrix? If you go to finance a car on a car lot and you have no money to put down on the car, you are living in the debt matrix. You don't even have money to put down on the car. But yeah, if you finance it, you believe you just bought a car. That doesn't even make any sense. Doesn't even make any sense. Tom says, sorry for all the typos. I have a problem of not checking my spelling before I hit send. Hey, man. Hey, Tom, I have a bad habit of that too, man. I have a bad habit of that. I'm learning to work on that. I'm stopping that. I'm learning to reread. You know, you'd be so anxious to get it out there and press send, right? I'm learning to just stop, look at what I'm writing so I can just slow it down, because check it out, Tom. Once you're out of the debt matrix, guess what else? You will understand that multitasking is bull crap. That's not true. You address one thing at a time so it can be good every single time. And consistency. Multitasking is bull crap. I know they taught us that we got to learn to read fast and all that's bull crap. All that's bull crap. I take my time reading. I concentrate on one thing at a time. Because how many times have you said to yourself, oh man, I feel like I did a whole bunch of nothing. Exactly. Black Knight says showcasing wealth through debt is the social media equivalent of living your best life. Living your best life. Exactly, Black Knight. Hey, Black Knight, you know I'm still jealous of you, man. Okay? You know I'm still jealous of you. All right? I'll be there, though. I'll be there. I will be there. I will be a fellow true homeowner. I promise. I'll be a fellow true homeowner. I promise. Thank you for sending that to me, though, Black Knight. Appreciate it. Tom Petty says, yep, $3K in taxes. I didn't even notice it or give it a second thought. Never again. Didn't get a good deal. I got hustled. Tom, no, you did a business deal. It's nothing more than that. You didn't get hustled. You didn't get anything. You walked on the car lot and said, I want to finance that car. The person at the car lot said, okay, that's it. Sign here. You said, okay. And that's it. There's no feelings involved. They didn't hustle you. Nobody made you walk on that car lot. Nobody made you finance a car. You're just on the wrong side of the system. That's it. Nothing more than that. Leave your feelings out of it. Once you get on this side, Taraj, once you get on this side, you will understand, oh, that's why LJ said don't put your feelings in there, because 1 + 1 will always equal 2, no matter how you feel about it. Math doesn't care how you feel about it. Mission says, once you leave the car lot, the value goes down 15 to 20%. It's not like a house that might go up in years. Mission, that's a myth. That's a myth, okay? Only people in the debt matrix say things like that. A car goes down in value before you even have the keys in your hand. A car goes down in value as soon as you put 1 foot on the car lot. It's well before you even drive off the car lot. Those are things that people in the debt matrix say, oh, when you drive off the car, it drops 15 to 20. It's not like neither one of those are compared. Don't even compare a house to a car. Don't even put those in the same sentence. Don't even do that. As soon as you step on the car lot and crack your lips saying, I want to finance a car, that's when it goes down in value. Right then, right there, right there. Fat Ghost says, honestly, it's my first and only dealer car. Always drove cash cars, but cars did it because I'm 30. Okay, I'm glad let me read this, okay? I'm always trying to read ahead. That's why I'm always stopping. Fat Ghost says, honestly, it's my first and only dealer car. Always drove cash cars. Did it because I'm 30 now and never used credit in my 20s because I knew something wasn't cool about the math. It'll be my first and last. Exactly. And see what I'm glad you said that, Fat Ghost, because this is what I want you to realize. Just like you said, when you were young, you didn't do it because you knew something was wrong, but you couldn't put your finger on it. But you just did it because everybody around you was doing it. And so you figured, oh, that's how you do it, right? And you just do it, right? That's the mistake, because you didn't see this, Fat Ghost. You got to stop looking at your money individually and think about it collectively. Okay, think about everybody's involved. If 85% of Americans are in debt and you're not, that means you can take your cash, go buy the car that you want for half the price from somebody in the debt matrix. Because why? They need the money. Their finances are in a negative, so they'll take whatever you have because they need it. They want to save their credit. They want to buy something else. They want to, who knows? It doesn't matter to you. You just buy it for half the price. And check it out. Listen to me close, Fat Ghost. Check it out. You go buy a car for half the price. That means you buy it under Blue Book. Okay. So it's what you buy it under Blue Book. So it's the under Blue Book price plus tax. You pay for that with cash, right? You drive it for a few years and then you sell it at Blue Book. Okay, and you sell it at Blue Book, and guess what? You drove the car for just the price of the taxes you paid when you bought it in the first place. That's it. You damn near drove the car for free. People in the debt matrix cannot see that. That's the difference. Snuggle says, stop messing up people's Christmas, okay? Okay, you're trying to make sense of something that should not be made sense of. You need to stop it. You're really being the devil right now, sir. Check it out. Snuggles, this is what you're not seeing, man. When you get on this side of the debt matrix, it's gonna be lovely. It's gonna be Christmas for you every single day. It's gonna be Christmas any day you feel like it. What I'm saying right now, Snuggles, people, you go out and test this theory. If you guys don't believe me, that what I'm saying, that people in the debt matrix can't understand what I'm saying, go out in the real world. Okay, and just like this, use what I'm telling you. Say, hey, check it out. If you won $80,000 and you had $100,000 in student loan debt, what would you do? People in the debt matrix will give you 50,000 answers to what they would do when there's only one answer. 80,000 minus the 100,000 is negative 20,000. You're still negative $20,000 in the hole. Why do people in the debt matrix believe they can invest part of it, put some down on a car, put some on a house, put it into the stock market, flip it and quadruple it, and then take that? Why do they think that? I don't know. Because they don't understand mathematics. They don't understand what you're saying. Go test this theory. See how many answers you get back. And then I want you to think to yourself, why do they believe that there's so many answers when there's only one? There's only one mathematical answer. That's why it doesn't matter, Snuggles, that I'm saying this, because nobody, the majority won't even hear you. They don't even hear me. Don't even hear me. It's like I'm speaking a whole nother language because I am. Nicer says, let's start a new business, debt matrix repos, debt matrix reality. Exactly. Realty. That's true. See, look at you, Nicer. You're already starting the business mindset. That's how it happens. You're like, hey, I can do this. I can do that. Yes, you can do anything you want, anything. I'm going to be a multi-billionaire. I want you guys to understand. I'm going to be a multi-billionaire. Why stop at millions? But when you get to a level, I'm telling you guys, once you get out of debt matrix, you really don't look at money like that. I'm just saying billionaire to express to you guys what it's going to feel like, right? Once you get out of debt matrix, I don't think about money like that. I don't think about money. Tom Petty says, okay, my lack of knowledge and feelings made me feel that way. My lack of knowledge and feelings made me feel that way. You're right. Exactly. Soon as you catch yourself, and check it out. When you guys are out there hearing financial advice from people, I want you to listen to the word feel. I want you to listen. If you hear the word feel when they're talking to you about finances, or say something like this. Somebody says, oh, I feel it's okay to pull money from my 401k to put down on the house. I want you to hear the word feel. And as soon as you hear the word feel, I want you to ignore everything after that, what they're saying, because they're just telling you their feelings about their financial situation. That's all. Don't go any further. Don't go any further. They're just telling you how they feel about a particular financial situation. It doesn't matter how they feel. That's irrelevant. Math doesn't. Listen to me. Math doesn't care how you feel about it. 10 plus 10 equals 20. Math doesn't care that you're upset about that. 10 take away 5 is 5. Math doesn't care that 5 is taken away. It doesn't matter how you feel about it. It doesn't care. Okay? Snuggle says, I rebuke you in the name of corporate Jesus. That is funny, huh, Black Knight? That was a funny one. You got me, Snuggles. That's a good one. I like that. Mark says, Nicer, build a business based off of SMD for real. Yeah, Nicer. You use what I'm teaching you and you build a business and you leave your feelings out of it. Everybody that comes to you is doing it by choice. You're not here to explain to people. If they want to hear it, they say, hey, Nicer, how are you doing what you're doing? Can you please explain it to me? Then you tell them. But if they're not asking, don't say anything. Okay. Fat Ghost says, I walked in the bank for my first credit card at 28. Felt almost ashamed. They asked me, where have you been? I replied, I only use cash my whole life. The look on the banker's face. Exactly. And Fat Ghost, this is what I want you to understand. I'm glad you're saying this because this is what I want you to see. They look on their face is because they're in a debt matrix. They don't understand what you're saying. They don't understand why you did what you did. They don't. And here is the banker. This is why don't be fooled because a person works at a bank. You think they know about money. That's not true. Debt doesn't care about a person's occupation. Don't be fooled by a person's occupation. This is why, and check it out. Fat Ghost, this is why you felt ashamed about your first credit card. You know why? Because it's against everything in the debt matrix. They believe you should have several credit cards. You should have this kind of credit score. That's debt speak. Fat Ghost, let me tell you something that's very real. Money is spoken in two languages, debt and debt free. People that have been in debt all their life, they have no idea the language of debt free even exists. They don't even realize it doesn't exist to them. What do you mean you don't have a credit card? This is your first? What? You paid cash. What is that? What? Because check it out. Fat Ghost, money doesn't exist for people in the debt matrix. It doesn't exist. I know they've heard the statement because I remember when I was in the debt matrix, I used to always hear, every now and then I would hear people say, you know, money's not real. But, you know, you pull that out of your pocket and say, you're crazy. Here it is right here, right? Let me give you an example, Fat Ghost. If a person has $1,000 in their savings account, right? But they have $100,000 in student loan debt. 1,000 minus the 100,000 is negative $99,000. That $1,000 that they believe is in their savings account, the $1,000 that they might have in their pocket physically touching, it doesn't exist. Math says they are negative $99,000 in the hole. That money that they believe is real is not. That's why they give you those looks. Now, if you tell somebody in a debt matrix what I just told you, they still won't understand what you're saying. Even though math can show them and prove to them that it's true, they still won't believe you. That's why they give you that look. Welcome. You were already over here, Fat Ghost, and didn't even know it. Didn't even know it. Tom Petty says, from now on, when I hear the word feel out of someone's mouth, I'm exiting stage left. Yep. When they're talking about money and finances, Tom, when you hear the word feel, you leave. Or you go on to a different subject. You do something because you're like, oh, they're just telling me how they feel about money. Okay, whatever. All right, let me get on. Hey, Taraj, where you going? Oh man, you're just talking about your feelings. Yeah, I don't feel like doing that. Okay, see you later. Fat Ghost says, never been emotional when it comes to purchases. Exactly. Hey, Fat Ghost, you already had it, but you just didn't know you had it. Welcome to my channel. I'm here to verify everything that you've been thinking and thinking in your brain and thinking that you're the only one that thought that way. I'm here to tell you that you're not. And I'm also here to tell you this. The minute you catch yourself thinking, hey, I'm the only one that thinks that way, you're messing yourself up because that's impossible. Never believe you're the only one thinking the way you do, because you're actually saying this. Oh, I'm the only one in the whole wide world that thinks the way I do. Right there, that statement alone, doesn't that sound crazy? You know that's not true. Here is the place to tell you, the SMD family. Thank you for being part of it today. Being part of the SMD family will show you that you're not the only one that thinks that way. We're just rare. There's the 15% of us that are financially free, and I want to tell you something. It is lovely over here. There's no competition. There's no people stepping on each other. There's no people trying to get over on one another. It's none of that. It's free over here. Nicer says cold, straight mathematics. Exactly. That's it. 5th grade mathematics, grade school mathematics at that, Nicer. Darkman Jeff says, man, for years, I see someone riding around in a brand new vehicle. I simply think 5 to 6 years of monthly stress. Exactly. Oh, it's longer than that, Darkman. I came across a bank website that had 144-month car financing. That is 12 years. They wouldn't offer it if people wasn't getting it. 144 months, a 12-year car loan? You got to be crazy. That's financial insanity. But if you're signing up for 140, forget just a regular car loan. Okay, that's already bad enough. 144 months? That's like there's like, you really understand that there's different levels inside of the debt matrix: poor, middle class, rich. Now let me explain. Now listen to what I'm gonna say to you guys very closely, okay? Poor, middle class, rich. Those classes only exist in the debt matrix. Outside the debt matrix, those classes don't exist. And let me explain to you, okay? They say according in the debt matrix, they say somebody that's earning $150,000, $200,000 a year, they're considered middle class, right? But if they're $500,000 in debt, they're broke. Yet they still believe they're middle class. Math will clearly say, hey, you have no money, you're broke. But they believe, since they make $250,000, they believe they're middle class. That's why classes don't exist. Outside the debt matrix, you know the only class that exists? The wealthy, the financially free, and the slaves. And slaves, they're slaves. If you're in debt and you have no money and you're in a financial negative, you are a slave. But in order for us to remain free, I'll take my feelings out of it. In order for me to remain free, in order for me to get to wealthy, the majority must remain as slaves, volunteer slaves. Oh, that's what I meant to say. The last one is called volunteer slaves. Excuse me. Volunteer slaves, financially free and wealthy. Darkman Jeff says, my best friend recently financed a new vehicle. I didn't even get mad at him. I simply congratulated him. That's exactly what you do, Darkman. If you want your friends and family to remain in your life, you just, hey, don't be upset at them. They just don't know. Accept that they don't know. Be happy for them. Get in the car, smell the new leather, look at the sunroof, play with it. Hey, man, yeah, I'll roll around with you. Yeah. But they got to know that it's not impressing you. I mean, you don't got to tell them. They're probably going to feel it, but don't say anything. Don't say anything. They're still your friends. They just don't know. Okay. Darkman Jeff, now knowing what I know, I would have said to my friend, congratulations, you played yourself. Taraj, you can't do that, man. You're going to lose all your friends. I promise you, man, you're going to lose all your friends, Tom. You're going to lose your friends. Don't do that. He's going to think, because if you did that to your friend, he's going to look at you and say, oh, man, Taraj, you think you're better than me? What you mean by that? You don't want to go through all that. You don't want it, because you're going to say, no, man, I'm not saying that I'm better than you. I'm just saying I just trust math, and you don't. See, they'll still take offense to that. You cannot do that. Don't do that. Black Knight says the banker was upset because his children needed braces and you didn't chip you didn't chip in. Exactly. That's why the bank was upset. He wasn't going to make no commission off of you. Okay? Cosmic Wisdom says, never mix your feelings with business. Goes the same with personal finances. Exactly. You guys, listen to this. Okay, listen to this. This is how you determine if you're ready to create a business for yourself. If your personal finances were your business today, would you still be in business? If the answer is no, that's where you need to start. If your personal finances were your business today, would you still be in business? If the answer is no, that's where you start. You're not ready to create a business outside of yourself. You need to start building the business of yourself. Treat your personal finances like a business, period. Fat Ghost says, I'm ready to convert now. Where's the baptism water at? I like that. Here you go. Hey, Fat Ghost, this is where you go. Right there. Right there, Fat Ghost. Schedule your free consultation with me right there. Set it up yourself. Go schedule it yourself, and we get started, man. Right there. Where'd I go? Okay, mathematics. Hello, Miss Johnson. Hello. A 12-year car loan. Miss Johnson says a 12-year car loan, a 30-year mortgage, and living paycheck to paycheck. Exactly. You see how she added that all up? That's millions of people doing that. Millions. Millions of people are doing that and believe it's normal. They believe they're homeowners. They believe they own their car and they're living paycheck to paycheck. And what they don't know, Miss Johnson, check it out. What they don't know, people outside the debt matrix, we can see them. They're only fooling other people in the debt matrix. When they have the nice house, the nice car, and they're living paycheck to paycheck, they have no idea. We can see them as clear as day. It's so clear. They're not fooling anybody. They're not fooling anybody except other people in the debt matrix. Period. Period. Let's see where we're going right here. Miss Johnson says, right, Amina, I admit I've learned the hard way myself. Hey, I've learned the hard way too. I've learned the hard way. Okay, Tom says, sadly, most sessions are learned the hard way. Exactly. Pain, check it out. You guys, I want you guys to understand this. Pain is something that you never forget. And right now you're experiencing the financial pain. That is an important part of the process. And this is why, because once you feel it and you know why, and you know the cause of that pain, you'll never let it happen again. You'll never accidentally finance a car under any circumstances. You'll never convince yourself, oh man, I really need it because this car will break down. All these things that people come up with to justify financing a car. That's all the debt matrix speak. Debt matrix talk. Don't ever do that. Thank you, Nicer. That's how you set up that free consultation. I will change your life and get me. Hey, you guys, I'm not bragging, okay? Get me while I'm small, because I guarantee you somebody's going to find me or my business is going to grow. Somebody's going to put me up on their stage as part of the panel. Something's going to happen. Somebody's going to see me. Get me while I'm small. Because if the prices go up, it's nothing personal. It's nothing personal. It's just business. Okay? Miss Johnson says, yes, Amina, I'm counting down the months now. Exactly. Count those months down. Count them down. Mina says, the matrix, the debt matrix. Mark says, you know, coming on this channel helps me recondition this state of the debt matrix mind. I'm so thanks, LJ. You're welcome, Mark. This is why this channel's created. This is why my last package is so expensive, because you're going to need these kind of talks. You're going to need them because there's nobody else you're going to be able to talk to. You're going to go try to talk to somebody in the debt matrix and say, hey, man, you know, I feel really bad about all the cars I financed, you know, and I realize that I've been financing taxes too. They're going to look at you like you're crazy. What are you talking about? That's normal. Why are you upset about that? What do you mean financing taxes too? What are you talking about? And then you're going to just frustrate yourself. And then you're going to come back and say, how did LJ know that? Because I'm just using mathematics and I don't live in the debt matrix. It's a whole different language. Tom Petty says, LJ, a couple of lives ago, you were speaking on fitness towards the end. My question is, have you always been in shape, or did it go hand in hand when you decided to escape the debt matrix? That's a good question, Tom. Okay, check it out. This is what happened. Okay, before I started this, I started what's called Food Ain't My Daddy. Okay, and I wanted to change the way people portrayed older men. Thinking, because when you're young, you believe once you get older, you believe 50s. First of all, you believe 50s old. And I get it. It's not. You're just young, right? I believed once I got 50, I won't be able to do or look a certain way. I wouldn't be able to have a flat stomach, six pack, all that stuff, right? So I wanted to defy that, right? So I just got in shape. I just took the basics. I just paid attention to my sugar, sodium, carbs, and I just said, okay, if I want to be a certain weight, I only can consume this much stuff in my body. If I consume this much stuff in my body, I'll stay at this weight. If I want my muscles bigger, okay, I got to make sure I constantly get myself protein and hit the gym, and then my body will look the way I did. And voila, the stomach came, and I've been doing it ever since, right? But I was trying to create a business from Food Ate My Daddy, but there's too much stuff. There's too much noise inside of the fitness industry because people can say, hey, eat this, work out here, do that, do these reps. There's too many people for confusion. So I still didn't feel like I was going somewhere, or I just felt like I was still in the mix of all the people yip yapping with all this noise about fitness, right? And then I came across debt. And once I got out of debt, I realized everything I said, I can justify everything to be true with mathematics, and nobody could dispute it. Nobody, check it out. I'm surprised. I made a video the other day. You guys need to listen to it if you haven't. It's just an audio, right? I'm surprised nobody came up with savings minus debt before I did. It surprised me. Savings minus debt. It's so simple. Everybody, you look at it, you can't get mad about it. You can't say, hey, that ain't me. That's not my situation. It's everybody's situation. What do you mean? It's just mathematics. What do you mean? You don't trust math? And it's just, once I discovered this, now it goes hand in hand, because fitness and money goes hand in hand, because now I have the time to take care of my body. I have time to learn about what makes me physically fit, what makes me do. If I want bigger muscles, bigger chest, stomach, I have the time to go to the gym and do it. Get on YouTube. Okay, I just do that. Go to the gym and do it. That's it. And I show the younger generation, the 30-year-olds, 20-year-olds, I want you guys to understand, I know 50 sounds old, but it's not. You're just young. I promise you, you are just young. I am not old. I know in that world it seems like that, but it's not true. 50 will look what you choose it to look like. Check it out. Like, example, go look at the movie where Arnold Schwarzenegger's in The Predator. Now, Arnold's 50 in that movie. Arnold is 50 in The Predator, the original Predator movie. Go, if you haven't seen it in a while, go back and look at it. Arnold is 50 in that movie. He chose to make 50 look like that. Does he look old to you? He doesn't look old to me. Amina says, being fit saves money. Yes, it does. You know why? Because you're not eating a bunch of crap all the time. You're not going out to eat and spend. Fast food is expensive. Okay, people talk about health food being expensive. You go out to eat, you're spending some money. And now check it out. Check it out. Now fast food is being delivered. People don't even have to get up and go. Check it out. People don't even have to get up and go get their own fast food. And sometimes they're even paying more for their fast food to be delivered than what the actual fast food even costs. Do you see that business opportunity? Do you see that? People are paying more for the delivery of the fast food than what the actual fast food even costs. That sounds like pure insanity to me on the consumer side, but on the business side, oh, that is lovely. That is lovely. Black Knight says, I haven't had a car payment since 2003. If I can't write a check, then I can't afford it. Exactly. That's what mathematics says. That's not even Black Knight is not even saying that. That's what math is saying. Math is saying, hey, if you don't have the money, you can't afford to buy that car. That's mathematically impossible. So you can't do that. Fat Go says, I know a guy paying for a new Focus RS almost $700 a month for 5 years. That's 60 months, people. I did the math in my head and just looked at him like, it's fast though, right? It's fast though, right? $700 a month. And that's not even including insurance. And for a Ford Focus, check it out. A Ford Focus, Fat Ghost, I promise you, a $700 a month payment, he rolled in a previous car loan inside of that loan. Believe that. for a Focus, $700 a month. He rolled another negative equity car in that loan. Believe that. And you don't even know his interest rate. You don't even know his insurance rate. You don't know his driving record. You don't even know. It's way over. It's probably costing him. That car is probably costing him closer to $1,000 to $1,100 a month with insurance and all that stuff. All that. Tom Petty says, LOL, I'm dead. Too fast. Exactly. Too fast. Talking about Fat Ghost's statement. Gabriel says, what about financing a $1,000 car? Ask yourself, Gabriel, why would you have to finance a $1,000 car? Ask yourself this: how come you don't have $1,000? You don't no, don't finance any car. I don't care what the price of the car is. $1,000, $30,000, $50,000, $100,000. You never finance a car. Never, ever, ever, ever. No, Ghost. He's not. No, Gabriel's not trolling. Not trolling. No, not trolling. He's joking. Trust me, he's joking. He's not trolling. Tom Petty says, if you have to finance a $1,000 car, not to be rude, but a car is the last thing you should be worried about. Exactly. Exactly, Gabriel. I know you're young, Gabriel. You're 19, okay? You're 19, and I know you're joking, okay? I know you're joking. All right, everybody, Gabriel's part of the SMD family. He's just joking, okay? I promise you, it's a joke. Nicer says, you already know the answer, Gabriel. Exactly. Tom Petty says, oh, since I went vegan 3 years ago, I have so much money on food. It's crazy. I now eat out maybe 3 times a month and like 6 if I want to show my friends new vegan spots. I now eat out maybe 3 times a month and like 6. You type on again, Tom. You know, and I like vegan dishes. I'm not a vegan, but I do like vegan dishes. I follow Urban Bros BR, Urban Bros BR on Instagram. Those guys are straight vegan. I don't know if you know about them, Tom, Taraj. Let me put their URL up there. They're part of the SMD family too. They're just not on here right now. Urban Bros BR at Instagram. If you follow those guys, I follow those guys on Instagram. They are straight, hardcore vegan, and you could tell it's their passion. They love it. They travel. They go to different vegan spots. They put the vegan spots on their Instagram to show you where they went. I haven't yet to meet those guys in person, but I will. Okay. Good morning, NC Worker. Good morning. Good morning. Fat Ghost says, shout out to Solo TV. It's how I got here. Cool. Hey, Fat Ghost, I'm going on Solo TV tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern time. I'll be talking about fitness and finance, okay? Mainly just answering people's questions on both. All right. Tom Petty says, I eat out 3 times a month max and 6 times. Oh, it's 6 times if I take my friends and family out to try new places. Gotcha. Okay, I'm with you. Free consultation right there. Thank you very much, Nicer. Much appreciated. That's where you go to sign up. All right. And I do accept donations right here. And this is for mainly people donate here because they could feel what I'm doing, and then they send me money and say, hey, this is what you did for me. You know, they might not be ready for the consultation. They might not be ready to take that step to become financially free, but this is what they do to show their appreciation. All right. Which is awesome. I appreciate it. There's my other one. I'm still working on my super chat. It's being more trouble than I thought it would be. I thought once I hit the 1,000 and the 4,000 watch hours, I could just click a button and enable, but I still got to do all this other stuff. It doesn't make sense to me, but I'm figuring it out. Okay. Tom Petty says, thank you for the information. I'll have to look them up. Yeah, check them out, Tom. If you're a vegan, you'll vibe with Urban Bros. They are just as passionate about it as you. If you're a vegan, straight vegan like that, these guys are the same. Okay. Any other questions? Any other questions? These are very good questions. Let me throw that banner up there again. That's my new website, you guys. For those of you guys that are catch this tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern. Tonight, Solo TV 84 is giving me another interview tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Be there, be square. Show some love. Let everybody, when you guys come on the channel, when they're Solo TV fans, let them know who I am. Let them know what I've done for you. Let them know how I teach, especially let them know how I teach, my style, and how easy it is to understand. Let them know tonight, okay? Snuggle says, why are you being the devil? That's my question, corporate Jesus. Wants you to come. He said, okay, Snuggle says, why are you being the devil? That's my question, corporate Jesus wants you to come back. Once you see, those of you guys that are listening, once you see, you cannot unsee. Once you cross over to debt free, you cannot unsee. See the way everything just rhymes? I swear to you guys, everything just rhymes. Once you become debt free, you cannot unsee. You can't say, oh man, yeah, I know I was financing taxes when I financed a car, but that's cool this time. I'll do it. I need to know that doesn't happen. That will never happen. I promise you. Let's see. Oh, shoot. Okay. Gabriel says, damn, when are you going to have, hey, Gabriel, I'm over 1,000. I'm over 1,000. I'm over 1,000. You just can't see it. I just got to unhide it, right? I'm well over 1,000. I have well over 4,000 watch hours. But when you sign up for Super Chat, they want it linked to a website too. But when I linked it to my current website, because it's new and it doesn't really have that much content, YouTube is not approving it. So I got to figure out another way to get it approved because my current website is not going to be good enough for it to monitor. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that out. Nicer says, these lies are dope, but they put a hurting on my phone. Battery is now 9%. Man, Nicer, where's your charger cord? How come you just don't keep your phone plugged up? Are you in your car? Are you at work or something? Are you at a place you can't keep it plugged up? Snuggle says, I want you to rebuke the devil of logic. Tom Petty says, hey, shout out to Solo TV for introduction you to me. I'll make sure to check you out during his live tonight. Thank you, Tom. Taraj, thank you, sir. Appreciate it. I want to thank all my new clients. I do. I appreciate you guys. I'm making it easier for you guys to reach out and contact me with my new site. Appreciate it. You just go there, click the book now, book the free consultation, set up your appointment, just like that. I love it. I love it. By the way, my girlfriend took that picture. She shoots photos. She shot that picture of me. I want you guys to see me smile on my page. Yes, that smile is true. Yes, that's how happy I am to be financially free. Yes. That's lovely. It's lovely. Financial freedom, there's nothing like it. Nothing compares to it. Tom Petty says, I swear I was thinking about 30 minutes ago, how long till Nicer phone goes dead? Nicer, your phone is going to be the topic of the SMD family now. Is it time to upgrade? Hey, Nicer, check it out. I was just watching a TV commercial. T-Mobile is offering free phones if you sign up for their service. Both the phones are free. Brand new phones for absolutely free, Nicer. Go get you 2 free phones. Now you have to worry about your battery being drained anymore. Nicer said it is plugged in, but this YouTube app drains it faster than it can charge. Oh, you must don't have that supercharged fast USB type C. You probably don't have that, huh? LOL at Nicer says LOL at Tom Petty. Black America, hey y'all, just had to say I paid off my card. That is congratulations. Congratulations. And never finance another one, Black America, ever. Don't ever do that again, ever. Stay out of the debt matrix. And if you're in this room right now and you have a finance car, that's what I want you to do. Don't ever tell anybody that you're financing a car. If somebody in the debt matrix asks you, hey, how much is your car payment? Turn to them and say, I don't want to talk about that. Say it just like that. Hey, man, how much is your car payment? You turn to them and say, I want to talk about that. I want to talk about that. Tom Petty says that of Black America news information. That was great to hear. Congratulations. See what I'm saying? This is the place. The SMD family understands the language of debt free. They understand that you pay your car off, that deserves a congratulations. It really does. Congratulations. Amina's congratulating Black America too. Congratulations. Everybody in this room knows what that means to have a paid off car. You don't care. You don't care if you have an older paid off car to people in the debt matrix. Yeah, they're going to try to talk about you. They're going to roll up in their 2019, 2020 and look at your 2010, 2015 car and try to look down upon you. You're not going to care. You're going to look at them and say, oh, you're just driving the car that the bank let you drive for 84 months. That's all you did. That's nothing more than that. Yeah, that's the bank's car. Gabriel says, my friend says that even if you're financially free, you will still be a slave. Hey, Gabriel, that's a feeling. Okay. That's how they feel about it. And the person, check it out, Gabriel. This is what I want you to understand. A person making that statement, they're in debt. That's why they're saying it. You'll still be a slave. This is what they're really saying, Gabriel. They're a slave and they're just letting you know they're a slave. That's all they're doing. They're just telling you how they feel about something that they've never been. They've never been financially. Check it out. This person's saying that they've never been financially free, but they're letting me know how I'm going to still be a slave, even though I'm financially free, even though they've never been fine. It doesn't even make any sense what they're saying. That's why you just got to say, oh, okay. Get used to the word okay, because that's how they feel about it. They're only talking about themselves. You know how many times I've heard that? Oh man, you're gonna still be in debt to something. You're still gonna be a slave. That's just how you feel about it. Okay, that's cool. Whatever. That's your feeling. That's your feeling. That's it. That's nothing. So Gabriel, you're young, man. I want you to learn this language early. I want you to hear what people are really saying. Your friend that said that, they're talking about themselves. They're telling you that they're going to be a slave for the rest of their lives, and they've accepted that. That's what they're saying. You take none of that personally. None of it. Exactly, Mark. I don't want to talk about it. They're going to say, why? Because it upsets me. They're going to say, why is that? Everybody has a car note. And as soon as they say that to you, Mark, you stop talking to them. Right away. Stop talking to them. Snuggle says, what about financing a phone in the name of corporate Jesus? And you can finance your phone in any name you want, Snuggles, any name you choose. Nicer says, yeah, I'm going to look into a new phone charger. And if I still have battery trouble, I'll buy a new phone. No, Nicer. You go to T-Mobile and get those free phones. They're free. I mean, you got to sign up. You got to give your firstborn and one of your feet, but that's cool. They're free. The phones are free. Yeah, you know Snuggles is joking. Straight joking. Thank you guys for the donations. I appreciate it. I get an alert each time. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate it. Like I said, I'm working on my super chat. I got to figure out this last piece. I'll get it. I'll get it going. I just it's not as easy as people think it is. I mean, it might be. It might be a piece. I just don't know what I'm doing. I don't know, but I'll figure it out. Tom says, nicer. That sounds like a good idea, but hey, that would take some of the joy out of these live chats. Exactly. Exactly. I'm loving the questions, you guys. Loving the questions. Any other questions? Any other questions? If you're just coming in the room, make sure you check out the interview tonight on Solo TV 84 on YouTube at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Eastern time. I'm going to be talking about fitness and finance, and I talked to Solo, and it's going to be more of a I'm going to answer any and all, especially any of all finance questions, and I'll answer fitness questions as well, and whatever Solo asks of me, I'll have an answer for everybody. I promise. Any other questions? If not, I'm gonna cut this off at the 2-hour mark. We're 4 minutes short of 2 hours. Okay. So if you're new to my channel, please do not forget to subscribe. Please, please, please hit that like button, get those likes up. Check out my new video that I just put up. It's an audio only. Okay, it's an upload. Check it out. If you haven't, go check it out. It's only 16, 17 minutes long. Let me know what you think, and I'll do more of it. If you like it, I'll do more of those type of videos too, okay? Not just lives. There'll be audios to where I'm just kind of like just telling you how it is, okay? So you guys can just understand it right away of what I'm saying. And that way you don't really have to look at me. You can just, your mind, because I've noticed a lot of you guys are now listening to me in your cars, at work, and you can't really watch the video, but you guys can listen to me. These videos are perfect for that if you're just listening, okay? Go check out, it's called My Words Are Gems or something like that. I forgot exactly. My Words Sound Like Gems. That's the title of the video. Check it out when you get a moment, okay? Tom Petty says, a fitness question. Do you feel weights are better way to lose weight and shape the body or cardio? Jiraj, I think it's more of what you want your body to look like. I want picture besides health, of course, but picture how you want your body, and you'll realize what it's going to take to achieve that. It's going to take a combination of cardio. Maybe if you want your muscles bigger, you're going to have to lift some weights to make your muscles bigger, but you're going to have to make sure you feed your body protein every single day. You're going to have to make sure you do that. That's how it works. Any other questions? All right. If not, we're gonna cut this off at 2-hour mark. We've got 2 minutes. So if you got a question within the 2 minutes, we can jump on in there and see it or hear it. They do, Snuggles. Yes, they do. They do. Everybody does. Quentin says, thank you. You have opened my eyes in a different way about finances. Thank you. That's my goal, Quentin. And hey, Quentin, and you're just touching the surface, man. You guys have no idea how much you can't see on this side. There is so much over here. There is so much over here. There is so much over here that you cannot see. There is so much you cannot see over here. You guys don't even get it. It is so free over here. It's so free. It is a beautiful sunny day in South Carolina. I'm about to get out here and go walk around the park because I can. Today's Friday. I'm not getting in no Black Friday nonsense. My girlfriend was driving down. She was taking her sister home last night. She said she drove by some major store. The whole store is packed. The parking lot is packed for Black Friday. You think You can buy everything online and people still do that. That is just crazy. That is just crazy to me. People still wait in lines, to finance cell phones. You got to be crazy. There is no way. Snuggle says, well, I have been timed out for my sarcasm. That's why it took me a while to respond. Oh boy. Okay, we'll talk about it. You know, I guess this is what it is, Snuggles, okay? Maybe it's just the repeated, you know, there's a joke, right? There's a joke, and then you keep doing it. It's kind of like people get tired of it, okay? I'm not saying that it's good or bad. I'm just saying, okay, cool, haha, you know, all right. Tom Petty says, thanks for the live. I'll see you and the SMD family during the solo live tonight. Appreciate it. Gabriel, you're right. It's only underrated right now, Gabriel. Just right now. It's fairly new. It's still new. I just switched the name from Debt Ain't My Daddy to SavingsMinusDebt, right? That alone probably confuses a few people, but they'll get on, they'll catch on. But it's okay. It's okay. I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna be up on this stage. I'm already on the biggest stage in app land and internet. YouTube is the biggest stage right now. This is the biggest stage today to reach the most amount of people. It's not contained like Facebook or Instagram. It's not contained inside of YouTube is for everybody, right? Anybody can jump on YouTube and watch my videos. You notice, I want you guys to notice this, okay? This is what you guys probably haven't paid attention to, but I do not contain myself I don't allow myself to be contained. I don't say this is a black channel. This is only for black people. This is only for white people. It's just not just for this particular religion. It's not particular class of people. It's for everybody. It's even for children. It's for everybody. When you create your business, do not contain yourself. Do not put yourself in a box. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do that. Sometimes I go on certain channels, they try to put me in a box. I'm like, hey, I know what you're saying. I know what you're doing, but debt is the colorblind slave master. It doesn't care what color you are. Don't be fooled. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying, Snuggles? Yeah, see what Nice are saying? It's true. It's funny the first time. Okay, cool, you know, and then you got to kind of let it go, man. You do. You got to let it go, okay? Because you don't want people to come in the room that are new to the room and they'll think you're serious. And they're like, wait a minute, this dude just said he don't like debt and this and that. And why is this person, you know, it's like that. So you kind of just got to, okay, all right, cool, let it ride. Quentin says, yep, it's a nice day in South Carolina with the sun out and nice cool breeze. Exactly, Quentin. That's why I love it here. That's why I'm not leaving here no time soon. I love it here in South Carolina. Love it. When it rains here, it might rain a couple days, but after that, it's always sunny and it's beautiful here. I love it here. Coming from Seattle too? Oh, man. Tom Petty says, LJ, I got a ton of coupons for Express Black Friday sale, but I canceled the card like you suggested during the call. Exactly, man. Cancel that stuff. And remember, Tom Petty, when you create your own business, you do the same things that the businesses are trying to do to you. You mimic them. They got this down. All right. Mark says, peace, SMD family. Have a good one, Mark. Great content as always. Peace, Mark. Ill Will says, the only color will be is green now to acquire more money and financial freedom. Exactly. If you never forget that debt is the colorblind slave master, doesn't care what color you are, what race you are, what ethnicity, what street you live on, what country you live in, what part of the country you live, it doesn't care. Like, for example, when you go on Amazon, this is a perfect example I want you guys to understand. If you go on to Amazon and buy something, do you stop before your purchase and say, wait a minute, what color is that person that I'm buying this from? What religion are they? What part of the state they're in? Well, no, you don't care. You just click and buy. Is that a great price? Cool. Send. As long as it's here in 2 days, you don't care where it came from. You don't care who it came from. Long as that product is good quality product and it's the price that you want it, that's all you care about. This is my channel. Dave Ramsey is my mentor. Okay. Dave Ramsey is my mentor. He is the person that he doesn't know he's my mentor, but he is my mentor. He is the one that brought me out of the debt matrix, but he talks about a lot of religion. I don't include that in mine because I believe religion has nothing to do with it, but that's his channel. That's his style. That's his thing. Okay. But when it comes to money, I don't believe any of that has anything to do with anything. It's just money. Period. Tom Petty says, you guys are lucky. Here in MN, we just had a snowstorm. Woo! MN is Minnesota, right, Tom? Yeah, I don't do that. I don't like that cold stuff. Nicer says, we got dumped on, Tom. Wow, okay. Tom says, nicer here in Minnesota also. Oh, nicer here in Minnesota, then you know the struggle. Exactly. Quentin says, did you get a chance to check out the video of the young lady with 100K in student loan? I did. You know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do, Quentin? I'm gonna bring these videos up during a live session, and I want to walk through these videos with you guys, right? I'm gonna bring it up. If it's not too long, I'm gonna bring it up and we're gonna watch it together. And I'm gonna show you how I respond to those videos, not talking bad about them, not saying anything negative about them. I'm only going to respond to them mathematically so you guys can understand what is, because they don't know what they're saying. Because a lot of people don't know. They see this large amounts of debt that these people are in, but they don't really tell you how they did that, right? Sometimes they do. I went to out-of-state school, this and that, but they're not really telling you what put them in this situation. They just blame the school costs. They say, oh, that school is expensive. Yeah, that's partially true. But a lot of people get that money and spend it on whatever. They just think it's free money. And they just, hey, I got this extra check. I'm going to go buy some shoes and I'm going to loan some to my friends. That's it. Don't ever do. Yeah, we're going to do it together. Okay. That's my next video. Nicer says, grew up in the TC. I know it all too well. I don't know what TC is. Any other questions, you guys? Any other questions? Thank you, SMD family. Savings Minus Debt family. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. That's kind of cool, right? That's kind of cool. Tom Petty says, same here. It's always cool finding out that people online live in the same state as me. Exactly. That's pretty cool, man. And yeah, I can't even imagine life without the internet anymore. I really can't. Gabriel says, damn, I live in Miami. We don't have snow. Cool. South Carolina, I remember it snowed. Did it snow last year? Snowed some flakes for about maybe a few hours, and then it was gone. I love it here in South Carolina. I live in Myrtle Beach. I love it here. I love it here. I love it here. I grew up in Seattle all my life. Cloudy, rainy, but it's the tech state, right? That's where Bill Gates lives. That's where Amazon is. Ill Will says, thanks, Linnell. Thanks, Linnell. You are appreciated, bruh. And you know this, man. Chris Tucker voice. Ill Wills is the man right there, man. I appreciate you, man. I really do. Ill Wills got me out there. Mr. Union, I feel it's best to look at a loan like it's not. Mr. Union says, I feel it's best to look at a loan like it's not what approved for, but what you can pay. Exactly. But I just feel don't get a loan at all. Don't get a loan. The only loan I suggest you get is a house loan. All right, you guys, we got to wrap this up, man. It's 2 hours. We got to wrap this up. All right, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful Friday. Enjoy and look out for tonight. Solo TV 84, 7 p.m. tonight. He's interviewing me. Okay. All right, you guys have a good one. Quentin says January of 2017, we did have a snowstorm, 7 inches, of 10 years. Okay. Hey, you can't make me stop thanking you, Ill Wills. Okay. This is my show. You can't tell me what to do. All right, man. You guys have a wonderful Friday. Okay. I'm hungry. My woman's looking at me funny. All right. You guys have a wonderful day.